our main audience are the BD managers or the marketing teams. So I want to get some of your feedback on what you recommend, or what are some of the easy things that you think we could do to help our firms out?
So I think, well, this is obviously a very extensive subject. So starting from acknowledging that diversity and inclusion is a problem, I think is definitely the first step. So if you don't acknowledge that you're lacking not only women, but also people from different communities and minorities, that's the first step, absolutely. So not recognizing that it's an issue is the first problem. Then I think another interesting point would be not to put everything on HR. So I feel that a lot of firms and businesses in general, they give this problem to HR. They're like, solve it. You are the person who knows how to interview people, what questions to ask, what the firm is looking for. You're a psychologist or you're a HR specialist. But in that sense, you have to build a culture around diversity and not just make it an HR issue. So include procedures within firms of, for example, like what is accepted, what's not, what is sexism, what is racism, and then leave people to voluntarily be a part of the change. So if you force people in, this is a presentation on sexism, this is what you're not supposed to do, people also feel attacked when you impose something on them. Or that a lot of men here are like, oh, so I'm a man, I can't have an opinion, because people will start, throwing stones at them like your privileges or something, and that's not the case. So instead of dividing, rather get people voluntarily interested in this internal workspace. I think benchmarking is also something important that firms can do. So benchmarking what firms are doing it right. So if you see that a firm, even if it's in another country, is, for example, in Thailand, over 50% of women, see what they're doing, benchmark them. Or even if it's not another firm because you can't find one in your local language, benchmark a company that you want to imitate on what they're doing. So if you're looking for flexibility in working hours because you think that that would be a good solution to have a more diverse community and make women feel more comfortable within the law firm, look at companies that are doing a good job on flexibility. If it's part-time or I don't know, whatever it is, just benchmarking, I think, is a very good option. Another thing would be, especially for marketing teams, recognition. So the stats on women that do work or even marketing work and don't get recognized is appalling. And how that makes them feel is a big issue regarding gender gap too. So not recognizing who writes a column, who worked on a case, and not only on social media, but included on local newspapers, included in chambers, included in all these ways that you can promote your female lawyers or your lawyers in general.
That's a really, really good point, because a lot of us BD marketers, we want to include all of the authors of that legal alert or of that publication, but the partner says, no, I want to, it's my name only, right? So it's like, oh, geez. So it can be a bit difficult, but it's really good to see now that like publications like Legal 500, Chambers and Partners, even IFLR 1000, they're putting in specific sections in their submissions about diversity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're asking stats, what's the female to male ratio in your law firm? And they're publishing that information. So as the BD manager, next time you have a partners meeting, I mean, it's submission time now, right? Bring that up, right? This is a metric that we are being measured by, and we need to start measuring it now, or else we're going to be on the wrong side of history. And then,
exactly.
Get the buy-in from the partners, then have that conversation with HR, and do everything we can. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna continue on. So everyone who happens to come across this video on YouTube, there's actually an extended version. So we're gonna continue this conversation with the Roundtable members here. So for those watching on YouTube, Camila, where's the best place that they can get in touch with you?
I would think LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, at my personal LinkedIn, which we can leave in the caption maybe, or at my personal email. Everything, all the information is on LinkedIn.
Okay,
So that would be the best
I'll
way.
put everything in the description. So thank you again for having this chat, and hopefully we can
Thank you.